All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing it and pushing his word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. Shalom Akim. Now, let me get this up here. We always tell you guys out there, man, we ain't no black Hebrew Israelites. We're Hebrew Israelites, okay? The Lord said that he would scatter his people. And we already know that the Father, the seed of the Father, okay, carries a bloodline. Meaning, my sons carry my grandfather's, you know what I mean, ancient bloodline, all right? Which we know we go back to the house of Israel. Now, a lot of people want to speculate, well, how do you know you from Simeon, and how do you know you been, well, we'll find out in that day, okay? But basic bottom line is that we're from the house of Israel, okay? We're Israelites, okay? The Lord said that he would scatter us, throughout the whole world, not just one portion or one place, let's just say Europe, okay? The Lord never said that, okay? And like I said, through the Father's lineage, through his bloodline, okay, is where the determination is. Now we have people like Blake Griffin and various other people, okay? He's just more, famous for this situation because his father is an Israelite, okay? And we can see that he slept with the woman that, might be perceived to be an Edomite, okay? She might be Edomite. She is an Edomite, might be. Anyways, you see that she's of Edomite complexion. Say it like that, okay? So now, he comes out, and he comes out the way he's looking, right? Now he goes on to an Edomite woman. They have a kid, and now you see how the kid looks. Now, what's to happen if his son says, you know what, I'm going to go to a Moabite? I have to throw that one in there. Now the kid going to come out slash, Moabitish, darker hue, Moabitish eyes, And then what if that son says, fuck it, I'm going to a Moabite woman? So we always give you guys these, correct breakdowns from the scriptures, the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, proving these things to you people, but yet you reject, okay? Because it's not in you to know, first of all, and secondly, the Lord didn't give you the spirit to believe, okay? He didn't give you that spirit to believe in this word. So it's not hard for us to, understand why you don't get it, It's irksome, but we read the scriptures such as Psalms 69, the prayer of David, and many other scriptures. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, starting from the 3rd verse, So let's get into this real quick, okay? I didn't want to make no long video. Just wanted to get straight to the points, and that's it. I hope it's edifying. So let's go to Deuteronomy 28, okay? There's a scripture here that I want to see real quick. Yeah, we could go to Deuteronomy 32 and 8 to show that, the Lord divided the nations. We're not all one people, As a matter of fact, let's go there real quick. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 8. When the Most High divided the nations, okay, their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For Yahweh's portion, for Yahweh's portion is his people. Jacob is a lot of his inheritance. Okay, it didn't tell you that the whole world is part of that lot, because something else was said in there. He came to save the world, and all men, that's all men of Israel. Okay, we've even heard Paul, and various other prophets reiterate that. All ye men. Hey, when you go into Amos chapter 3, starting from the first verse, what does it tell you there? Okay, and many other scriptures. But anyways, he separated us from all these other nations. We're a special people unto him. Okay, so that's why we were punished, because the curses in Deuteronomy chapter 28 are in effect, starting from the 16th verse, or better yet, the 15th verse. But all these curses in here to the 68th verse are in effect. And who are they affecting? The Israelites. Okay, and we are those people. And like I said, he didn't just scatter them to one specific spot in the world. That doesn't make no sense. He scattered them just in Europe. The Lord said I'm going to scatter them all over the world, man. Okay? So we established that the Lord separated us from these other people who were born. You got the sons of God, sons of men, these other nations, and the sons of the wicked. Okay? When you go to Genesis chapter 6, you can find that out. Okay? And many other scriptures on who the sons of the wicked are as well, and who the sons of God are as well. Okay, so now going back into this, all these laws, statutes, and commandments, as we know in Psalms chapter 47, 19 and 20, and various other scriptures, were given unto Israel. Okay, for Israel to execute, to keep those things, to do them, to establish them. But there is a scripture here that I want to get real quick. Let me get this. Yep. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other. See, he didn't just scatter us in so-called Europe. All right, even though some of our people were scattered there as well. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. Okay, now those people over there in that land, they don't got none of that. Okay, in fact, they got something called the Iron Dome. Okay, but are they in sorrow of mind? Okay, do they have a trembling of heart? A failing of eyes? No. Anything we put our hand to, it goes to shit. Okay? And when you're getting pulled over from the police, you're walking on the street, somebody points at you. Let's just say there's a police across the street and, and there's some kind of commotion going on, and then they start pointing at you or in your direction. What happens to you? You start getting nervous. You know you never did nothing. Police pull up behind you. You know you never did nothing. So there's no rest, nor is there no ease for us in this society as well. Okay, so all these plagues, all these things has slapped us. Okay, and us being scattered. Let's go back to verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people. That means all people of the world, not all people of Israel. That doesn't make no sense. It's all people of the world. And to concrete that fact, it says from the one end of the earth. So you put a dot somewhere in, let's just say, India, Bangladesh, and then you draw a line all the way from India, Bangladesh, all the way down to whatever islands and countries come and connect with that, right? Or better yet, you say, okay, Africa, all the way through Africa, all the way through Europe, okay, from one end, okay, from one end of the earth, even onto the other, okay? So the other line is right there back of Africa, so that's compassing the whole world, okay? And the Lord said that he's going to scatter us amongst all people. So you're going to have our people looking like other people in the world. They're not all going to be so-called dark-skinned Negroes and looking like so-called Latinos or looking like so-called Native American. No. Even when you go into Acts 2 and 5, it tells you right there that, they came out of different nations to come back to Jerusalem. Okay? As a matter of fact, let me just slip that one in there real quick. Because this is just bullshit, man. Time after time after time we have to tell you guys. But yet, you keep saying this black Hebrew Israelite stuff, this black Hebrew Israelite stuff. We know black Hebrew Israelites, man. We're just Hebrew Israelites, all right? Acts chapter 2 and verse 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven. Okay? So now when we step up in this time, in this society, returning onto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they're upset because they're hearing the truth. Okay? And the truth, telling the truth in this society is dangerous, man. And the Lord has revealed these things unto us. Joel chapter 2, verse 28, which lines up with Acts chapter 2, verse 16 to 17, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, but let's go into Baruch real quick and get into this real quick. I wanted to get a scripture. Where is it? Right here. Right. Two, actually. Baruch 4 and no, you know what? Yeah, Baruch 4 and 28. For as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. Okay, and that's why you see the brothers out there as teachers, all of us, pushing this one word in one accord. Okay, trying to draw out the elect, because we know how, and we're doing it vehemently, we know how very important this is. Okay, because the Lord, us, being revealed to this mystery to the world, but not to us anymore, but being revealed to these things, okay, is a treasure unto us. It's more than a treasure. Okay, the Lord has actually opened the chambers, the blocks within your mind, and got rid of that dross within your mind where you don't know who you are. Okay, now you know. Now everything's being revealed to you through the words of the Lord. Okay, the words of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay, and why do I say that? Because look, the Lord said, for as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, okay, he returned you on to, is that John chapter 4? John chapter 6 and 44? That you can't come on to Yahweh Shai, but the Father in heaven draw you. Okay? So you returned onto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Now that you're returned, the Lord has displayed and given you this information, right? Through the scriptures, through the Spirit, to know who you were, who you are, where you came from, what path you're walking, okay? Who you are, okay? Who your lineage is, who your stock, what stock you come from, okay? And the rest of the world is that Galatians 4 and 16. We've become an enemy unto the world because we speak the truth, okay? But anyways, as we're being returned unto him, we seek him 10 times more. Brothers got a live, brothers got videos. We sit there and listen to the epistles, okay? From the apostle elders on down. We're active amongst our brotherhood, okay? Meaning we're active amongst the brothers who are who are active, doing this work, seeking out the elect, okay, and hopes that they're a part of the elect. Because once the Most High returns this valuable information onto you, it's more precious than the scriptures tell you. All the see if I can grab that real quick. All the gold. You know what? Let me just go to it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, and you know what? Verse 7. Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called out, what is that? 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and 25. That candle of understanding was lit in us. Okay. Hold on a second. I just want to fact check that. I want to fact check that real quick. Come on, page, turn. Or was it, sorry to interrupt the program. I know it was no, you know what? So I gotta get back to this one. I'm pretty sure. Slakiaki. I'd have to put that up on the comment board there. One second. But anyways, let's get back to where I was going here. Wisdom of Solomon. Oh no. Second Ezra 14. Okay. Can I give you that? Well, that's the job that you're supposed to do when you're a teacher, man. You know? And I have a video coming up about that as well. Yeah, 2nd Ezra. Yep, 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 25. And come hither, and I shall light a candle of understanding in thine heart, which shall not be put out, till the things be performed which thou shalt begin to write. Okay? And that's right. The Lord has given us that understanding, that sight. Okay? He's given us that light, that knowledge, that wisdom. Okay? He's returned us, given us that knowledge and wisdom and understanding of who we are. Okay? But before I get too jangled in words, too much words, you know. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 and verse 7, wherefore I prayed and understanding was given me. Going back to 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and 25 there, right? Because if you don't have that light, we are made a light onto the world. It tells you that in Matthew chapter 5, okay? Around the 14th to the 16th verse, if I'm not mistaken. And if you don't have that light, you're blind. Which I mean, you're blind, you're in the dark, man, you can't see. You're stumbling at everything, right? And even in Baruch, it tells you to take hold of it, walk in the presence of the light, be illuminated, right? Anyways, I called upon God, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed her riches, nothing in comparison of her. Here's the point: neither compared I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respects of her is as little sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her. Can't get around that. Okay, so that's why we hold this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has given us and returned unto us as such, because that's what it is. It's precious, more precious than any rubies, fine diamonds, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You know, cars, all that stuff is tangible and can be destroyed. Okay? Baruch chapter, so yeah, he lit that, you know, candle of understand within us, Joel chapter 2 and 28, you know, that spirit is entered into us, so we have the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding to know who we are, because it's coming from the Father, which is coming through the Son, okay? Meaning, you know, going back to John chapter 6 and 44, if I'm not mistaken, that no man could come unto me, at least the Father draw him, right? Roughly phrasing. So anyway, and it was written this way, right? Baruch chapter 2 and verse 30, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it's a stiff-necked people. See that? For I knew that they would not hear me. The Lord wrote this story, man. This is his story. Okay? We're just actors in this big movie, okay? And we're the actors that have the director's cut. We just don't know when he's gonna say cut. Okay? We know the amounts of times, but no man, not an angel, no one on earth or in heaven knows that time except the Father himself. Okay? For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivities all around the world, okay, they shall remember themselves and shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I will give them an heart, meaning your mind, la'ab, and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. Okay? So the Lord is bringing us back. Okay? The Lord is bringing us back. It's not us waking up saying, yeah, we black Hebrew Israelites. No. We were scattered. The Lord said that he's going to return us back onto him and wrap this shit up. And that's basically this Bible is for us Israelites. It's a glorious story for us Israelites, man. But, you know, some of you Israelites don't want to embrace it, which you are the 2/3. Verse 33, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. Right, because it's going to give us that knowledge, wisdom, understanding to know, look, read into the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, rehearse the righteous acts. And when we read through this, Romans chapter 15 and verse 4, it tells you that these things were written aforetime for what? For our learning. Okay? So we don't bump back into the same shit. And the Lord has put it into certain men out here. Hebrews 1:1, Amos chapter 3 and 7, his servants, the prophets, okay? And what do we got a job to do. And we do our job. Okay? And our job is basically to give disclosure on what the Lord wants from his people. Okay? So let's go into another thing that was said, or is always said amongst these small hats and, you know, vocab and all the rest of them. The Lord said that he would scatter his people. We just went through it. Said that he would scatter his people, right? And let's go into Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4 and see what it says there. Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in enemies, quote, you see, enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever, meaning a time and period, not forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay? So we fell away from our heritage. That's why the Lord said that he's going to put it into your mind to know who you are. Okay? He's going to put you in that remembrance. He's going to give you the spirit to know. He's going to give you the spirit, light that candle within you to be able to dive into the scriptures and understand. Okay? Because it tells you that the elect shall understand, the elect shall praise his holy name. These things are playing on to the elect. Okay? So we fell away from our heritage. People always say with those small hats, they always knew who they were. That's a problem according to scriptures, according to the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Numbers 23 and 19. The Most High is not a liar. Okay, man is a liar. You know? And when I say man, I mean woman and man, little children and all. Okay? But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, no. Once they say it, that's it. You could bank on it. Psalms 147 and 15. Whatever comes out of the Lord's mouth, that's it. That's it. Okay? You can guarantee and bank on it. That's why we put our trust into Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now, going back to the scriptures we read, tells you that in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. So hold on, I thought they always knew themselves. Like these small hats say. Okay? We always knew we were so and so. No, the Lord said, I'm going to beat you so bad, you serve your enemies, different gods, even thou thyself shall fall away from thine heritage. We just read it right here. Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. Okay? So what's a discontinuage? When somebody discontinues a product or a coffee maker or a certain cup, whatever, a design, that's it. It's not on the market no more. Whatever's out there in circulation, that's already out there in circulation. But when the person says cut, that's it. No more of this. I own these patents. No bomba clot. Send this out nowhere no more. We're not making this no more. And then another time when the spirit comes on them and they say, you know what? It's been 3 years. Let's pop this back up. Oh, it's been 50 years. You know what? My grandfather 150 years ago discontinued this. 600 years ago, my family stopped doing this. It's written right here and da 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 da. You know what? I'm gonna revamp this. You know? And that's what's happening to us right now. And let's go to Hosea 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. Hold up, I thought these people always knew that they were the people, right? These small hatters, you know. I thought they always said that they knew they were the people. They always knew, and people knew that they were the people, and we always knew, right? Well, let me read this back again. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Okay? And that's basically it, man. That's what's happening right now. Because as you see with these minions, these fucking vocabians, these liars, these agents, these FBI agent vocabs, okay? They're saying unto us, we ain't the people, we'll never be the people. No, no, no. But guess what? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has revealed it unto his people who his people are, man. Okay? So, the Lord scattered us amongst the whole world, man. Ain't no black only and this and that. No. To the house of Israel. Let me just say it like that. Okay? To the house of Israel. We know that, you know, the northern kingdom, they came here according to the scriptures, right? And according to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and according to us, the northern kingdom, they came here. Then us through, 70 AD. Let's just say it like that. And then let's just say Columbus, Cristobal Colon. coming and taking us and doing his things as written. Okay, it's all written, man. We know who we are, man. The jig is up. Okay. So with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutation to all Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity. Shalom Akim. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13 to you all. Wa abad.